Good afternoon, people. Welcome to a match of Dota2. And I have to say, this is not a normal introduction that I do because we have a pretty unorthodox match for ourselves. We have a match between Russian casters and a random mix of people that are known in esports. It is PimPamPoum, that is their team name, and we have some known people from Navi as well as an old star from Dota2, as well as a person that you also know also from Navi, I think, yeah. And of course a manager from former MTW, now from Sheever. And yeah, this is a match for the Dota2 Staff Cup. It's organized by 4PL, so you can also go to 4PL to check out the brackets for the match. And it is gonna be a best out of one. It is a double elimination bracket, so whoever loses this will still have a chance to go through the losers bracket. There's 8 teams in total participating, and well, there's Russian casters, so there's also English casters. There are 2 crews from one from Join Dota and one from Gamers, both from admins and such. The 4PL staff themselves are participating in this one, as well as the Fnatic RC crew. And am I missing one? Russian casters, English. I think I'm missing one. Oh my god, shame on me. Well, I don't need to miss one because I know exactly what it is. It is a team of managers as well, team managers. So that's all 8 teams that are participating. The winner of this match will be either up against Gamers or 4PL, depending on who is gonna win from that match. It's starting at the same time. There are 4 streams going on right now. Some of the people that are playing themselves are casting as well, but if you want to see both sides of the fence, you can join for Gamers versus 4PL. You can check out What Is Hip. For the managers team versus the English casters, you can check out Syndren's stream, also on Owned. And for Join Dota versus Fnatic RC, you can check out Blaze casting. And those are all the streams, including mine, for the first 4 matches. And we're gonna see. I mean, they're taking quite a long time about this drafting phase. Of course, I would say that the Radiant side has a bit more experience here in the drafting, in actually doing the drafts compared to the Dire side, which is the Russian caster crew. But so far, just go over them for a short while. We have a Lycan, a Rubik, and a Darkseer ban out, as well as a Naga Siren. And the only hero that we don't normally see banned out, or at least not anymore, is the Nature's Prophet. Sorry, hiccups. Who was banned out by the Dire team, as well as they're now waiting for their last ban. I mean, what we still have in that we normally see picked up very early or banned out in that case, it is for example, Templar Assassin, a Leshrac, sometimes even a Wisp. So we're gonna see. I mean, they're going into bonus time for this one, leaving me some time to take a small drink, because I didn't do that just yet, because as you might have noticed, I was eating before this. And it is a Morphling ban. So that will be the ban for the Russian casters. They do not want to be faced in that one. We're gonna see though what PimPamPoum wants to go for, and they're still a Templar Assassin. I mean, I mentioned her just now, it is a hero that is picked up fairly early if the chance is there, and it is a hero that, if she gets momentum, she is just so utterly dangerous. And they really need to think about how they're going to counter it. Of course, Leshrac and Venom are still in the pool, 2 heroes that are great counters against a Templar Assassin, because the refraction will pop up very, very fast. But other than that, they might, I mean, you don't only want to counter pick, you also want to have some stuff for yourself. So maybe we're going to see Leshrac with the Tidehunter or something like that, having some team fight for themselves, as well as a counter towards the Templar Assassin. And by the way, I mean, this is of course a bit of a fun match, and I know I sound very serious because drafting is serious business, but I'll try to make a bit of pun for these players, even though I probably wouldn't be able to do it any better than what these people are doing here, but it would still be fun. I mean, personally, I have never seen anybody play Dota 2 apart from Phobos on PimPamPoum DK, because he was a stand-in for Navi at some point. So there's still Leshrac. I still only have 30 seconds left though. I only have 30 seconds left, not a lot of time. 20. 10. I hope they realized. Well, oh, I could have told them that. Well, the Shrek Tidehunter will be their draft. Will be their pick. By the way, I still have the last bit of my food to eat. I'm gonna do that during the drafting phase. It's very unprofessional, I know, but I need food. Otherwise I'll die. That's not good. At least that's not good according to most people.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Otherwise it will get cold as well. That's not fun. So, PimPamPoum, what do they want? Normally when we see a Templar Assassin, we also have a hard carry in the game to be able to farm while Templar Assassin is taking the attention away from the carry. So we might see a anti-mage or something like that being picked up here, together with maybe an Invoker or something. Oh. It is gonna be Enigma, so jungle hero there. Countering, well, not countering, just having also teamfight. I mean, we have teamfight on with the Tide on the Dire team and now teamfight on Enigma as well. So black holes incoming. They're thinking long about this. But one thing that's good about this for the Dire side is that the time that PimPamPoum is taking here, it's also giving the Dire time to think about their drafting a bit more for later on. They're thinking about this long and hard. I mean, come on. Oh, how did I get that away? Okay, the bar is gone. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, come on. Maybe this will get it away. Nope. Oh, it's gone. Phew. Never had that before. Anyway, they have 8 seconds before we're gonna go having a random. I don't think it's gonna get to that, but it's gonna get. Oh, it's gonna be a Night Stalker. So they're going full out mid game right now. That's what they're giving away. Night Stalker is of course that mid game hero. We've seen him on tri lanes, we've seen him on dual lanes, but most of all, we've seen him running around, killing stuff as soon as it turns nighttime. So giving some extra aggression. As I do think Night Stalker is able to be a bit more aggressive, or at least earlier than the Templar Assassin. And the Evoker still picked up, but that one's gonna go to the Dire. Let's see what the bans are gonna be. Is it gonna be still those carries? I mean, right now there's a lot of aggression coming off from PimPamPoum, but on the Dire side, I mean, yeah, they have team fight, they have got a support, they've got a nice mid for lane control as well. But it kind of lacks damage, so we see an anti-mage indeed ban out, and maybe a CK ban out later as well. Because CK would be one of those heroes that is just able to deal with the heroes that PimPamPoum has picked up. And for the reason that I am not playing is because there's only 5 slots in the English caster team, and they were already full, or at least I wasn't asked, probably because I'm too bad or something. But at least me to cast instead, which is also fun. But oh well. Let's see. Let's see what is gonna be banned here. I mean, Broodmother's gonna be banned. Okay. I mean, if you look at the lanes coming up from PimPamPoum, they have got, in theory, all 3 lanes sorted. So for now, you can just ban out heroes that you find annoying, and I have to say, Broodmother is one of those heroes that indeed is annoying. I wonder if we're gonna see some troll heroes getting picked up, or if the people here are gonna take it like very serious. So far, it's been very serious.
Dire team ban.
Windrunner ban out. I mean, I have to say, I mean, of course, Enigma is gonna be probably in the jungle for the Radiant side. Dire side doesn't have a jungle hero just yet, but if they want to have one, it would mean that either Tide or Leshrac is going to have to go solo. And of course we've seen both going solo before. And without wanting to sound mean or something, but it is not an easy job to solo a Tidehunter, even though he has that high survivability. And a solo Leshrac, we don't see that often anymore. Sorry, almost done with the food.
Radiant team pick.
Lone Druid getting banned out, because like I said, They can just ban out heroes they find annoying to fight against. The Lone Druid would be one of those heroes. Just like the Tinker would be, for example.
Queen.
Oh wow, this mid-game is getting stronger by the minute. It's looking painful. They really have to get something that is and survivable and is able to throw a good punch back. I still think Chaos Knight wouldn't be a bad choice. Chaos Knight Leshrac is a very strong lane. They could just totally go for that one. And then mix up Tidehunter with whatever's left and have just 2 dual lanes.
10 seconds remaining.
Or they could go solo lane that Tidehunter just to get a level 6 fast.
5 seconds remaining.
Faceless Void.
Oh wow.
Radiant
Well,
team picked.
it's gonna be a Faceless Void, so I have to say Faceless Void is a hero that is pretty strong in teamfight. By the way, I'm done with my food, sorry for that. But yeah, it is a strong hero late game. And it's definitely, if you look at all the heroes that are picked up so far from both teams, he is the hardest carry. Though he needs farm. He needs a lot of it too.
10 seconds remaining.
And it needs time. And the time that he's getting with the lineup from PimPamPoum might just be very short. Because all of these heroes, as soon as they turn level 6, level 7, they're gonna be really annoying. And they pick up a Lich as their support on the Radiant side. It's gonna be trying to match it up against the Faceless Void to make sure he's getting less farm than he would normally get. It is a very tough lineup to beat. But we're gonna see how the Dire team is gonna do it and what they're gonna pick up last to complement their lineup with. I mean, Chaos Knight could still be a possibility, even though then, maybe not as much anymore. Maybe a Shadow Demon or something, just because he's like a bit of an anti-gank. Just to be able to disrupt the target that's being ganked on.
5 seconds remaining.
At the same time, they missed that solid stun for Leshrac to follow his stun up on. We'll see though.
Serve time. 5 seconds remaining.
There. I'm ready for this match. Bring it. Jen! Whoa! Was that a random? No. It was 1 second. It was cool. So they're gonna go for Jen. Let's see who is playing what, because of course that will be one of the more interesting things to see here. Who is going to be playing which role? As we're waiting for the last one. There we go. Oh, we still have to change my camera speed. Oh, feel me. Okay. So, are you ready? Because I am. We're going to go to PimPamPoum first. Because there are some people, I mean, I'm going to introduce them and also going to introduce them, like, not just the name, also saying who they are. Because we have Sheever. Sheever is the former manager of MTW, who is now the manager of Shakira. And he is going to be playing the Enigma. We have DK, or otherwise known as DK Phobos. He's going to be playing the Templar Assassin, and you might have heard from him because he is part of the Na'Vi crew, I believe. And he also stood in for Na'Vi a while back in one of their official matches. After TI2 though, so not that while back, but still, yeah. So should expect some good plays coming up from him. Are you watching streamers? I have the delay on, I think I do anyway, so I can't watch my stream. So we have Ash, also on PimPamPoum. He is also part of the Na'Vi crew, and he is going to be playing the Lich. And he's probably the person I know least about. We have Zero Gravity, also part of the Na'Vi crew. He's going to be playing the Night Stalker. And one person that it has been a while before the people saw him, this guy right here. He is a Dota2 professional, and it's been a while, I think, since a lot of people saw him. And he's going to be playing Queen of Pain. I'm not sure how much he played Dota2 already, but I'm very curious to see how he's going to handle the transition Dota1, Dota2, and how he's going to perform in this match. Well, that will bring us to some harassment here mid lane, where Leshrac is already harassing Lich, and Lich is harassing Leshrac back. But Leshrac is going to be on the Russian caster team. And he is Matrix for you. You have seen him being part of Starladder. He is the second caster. He's casting the matches that Villat isn't. So that's gonna be him, as he's already in the mid lane, and he's gonna be trying to be against Templar Assassin. Obviously, he is the counter for that Templar Assassin. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, the man himself is gonna be Villat. He is gonna be on that Tidehunter, and I don't really need to know need to know. I don't really need to say who Villet is. I mean, if you're here, then you know who Villet is, and if you want to see him play, I'll try to keep him in view a bit more than normal, because I know there's a lot of fanboys for him out there, as we see him making use of that invisibility room, not to get last hit, but throwing out some harassment rather. In the meantime, in the jungle is gonna be Maelstrom, also a Russian caster, who is gonna be on the chin, and well, I'm sure you have seen this cast as well before. We're gonna jump ourselves to the top lane, because it looks like we have some harassment here going on. It's gonna be Lashrek running away from InBQ, who will land a Shadow Strike up on Matrix, but he's gonna be okay. It's gonna be Casper that will be farming up on the face of the void. You've seen him also. He's also part of Star Ladder, of course, and we've seen him also taking care of some matches that Villet wasn't. And of course, he has recently, like 2 weeks ago, I believe, he has become a father. So like a nice detail there. And he's got a nice mace, by the way. I have the same one, but it's cool. It's a vintage Timebreaker. It's a cool one. But yeah, that will be the lanes for or the lanes or the people. Did I miss anybody? No, I don't think I did. Did I mention Verstuda? I don't think I mentioned Verstuda. There on the faceless invoker. Verstuda, you have seen him. He's streaming a lot on Twitch, and he is gonna be playing that invoker also for the Russian casters, of course. In the meantime, I mean, we gotta keep an eye on these two. I don't think anybody will die just yet. If I would guess a lane where the first blood would happen, based on heroes, not on players, mind you, it would be the top lane. It will be the top lane, because just because of the support that is quite squishy there on the Shrek. However, now there's only the Queen of Pain, because in the meantime it's going to be a gank on this bottom lane. It's going to be Villet, it's going to be the target. There's the Malefice from Sheever. There's going to be Zero Gravity trying to land on a void if he can get it. He gets it, slowing Villet down. Lands a Gush Steel Sunstrike is going to be not in position at all, and it's going to be Villet that is able to get away. Lich not fast enough, no boots on him, and the gank fails. Villet will live. No first blood on the bottom lane. And if these people stick around here, I'm gonna fear for Villet's life for the first blood, but he pops his salve. Still has his salve in his bags as well. Has got a lot of regen to go through, and is so far doing fine. InBQ, 1 versus 2, he's getting that extra experience, also very helpful of course, because he wants to be able to gank fairly early if he can get a chance. And has a lot of regen on him as well, so is ready for taking on his dual lane without being harassed away all too much. Verstuda in the meantime, he has 6 for 3 last hits with the 10 for assassin, 15 for 10, so Phobos definitely owning this lane, and especially with the double damage rune. I mean, Verstuda does not want to get close there. I mean, spill damage alone would be very painful to have there. And that is going to be a tough lane for Verstuda to beat. Same time, we already saw him trying to help out other lanes with his Sunstrike, so if you can keep doing that, and successfully keep doing that, that would be, of course, very, very helpful. And he will still be able to be an impact of the game at the same time. I mean, Templar Assassin is just one of those heroes that you kind of don't want to be having left alone. You don't want to give her that farm, because as soon as she's level 7, she has her face boots, she is gonna kill you. It's that simple. It is just that simple, especially if you're an expert invoker and don't have that wax just yet, can't go invisible just yet. That is just a very dangerous thing to be having there. In the meantime, Sheever coming out of the jungle once more. We see Villet, he's just buying up some boots, making Sheever think that he might have dodged it. Yeah, and now, ooh, he doesn't have a ward, by the way, just in case he like, oh, there's a Nova slowing him down, Void as well, there's a Malefice, everything at the same time. Tidehunter tries to do something, just moving into the middle of all three, and drops, giving away first blood towards the Enigma, who was in the jungle happily farming, has himself a soul ring, and that is first blood given by Villet. In the meantime, it's going to be Lashrek that might drop here as well. One more oh, self, good timing, and will be able to stay alive. And before the last tick, at least. I mean, he is able to stay alive. He still is being forced back, but at least not dying to InBQ. InBQ, who has level 5. His last hits are, I mean, considering he's on a solo versus a dual lane, he's not that bad, especially not now, not anymore. He's on 12 for 1. 13 for 1 now, and is doing a good job there. So if we check on lanes who's winning what, it is definitely the casters here that are winning the top lane. I mean, Casper is on 32 for 5, most last hits in the game so far, and that is also I mean, I'm normally aren't counting those jungle creeps, but he's even higher than the jungle creep, or the jungle heroes I should say. But yeah, it's definitely Casper winning this top lane. Mid lane won by DK Phobos. I mean, there's just no escaping that. 31. He is very close to the Faceless Void as well, to Casper. But Invoker, I mean, he hasn't died yet, which is of course nice. But as soon as Phobos is level 6, which he is now, we might see some more harassment going on than Fursuda. And Fursuda still not has his Wek, so cannot do anything against it. And if we check out the bottom lane, who is winning here? Well, I want to say the PimPamPoum, because obviously they got a kill upon Villet, but in the meantime Villet is being on a solo lane and he's definitely been getting experience. It's now nighttime though. Zero Gravity is almost level 6 as well, and Villet is level 5, so we might see him having that Ravage up pretty soon, in which case I would not consider the lane all too lost. But it will depend on what Zero Gravity can do with this now, with this nighttime. He's picked himself up an urn, so he's gonna go for those early kills. He's gonna try to dive here. He's gonna be finding a level 3 Leshrac if he wants to go for that. Does he want to go for that though? That's the question. He needs some vision up there from the Templar Assassin. Of course the vision is there. But Leshrac already moved away again, so that one's gone. Easy target gone. And Fursuda has picked up his Wex and does have his invisibility now. So is no longer that an easy target anymore. And we see Zero Gravity. I mean, there was an excursion that was not really all too worth it. He just is moving back. And of course the Dire Ward here made sure that they saw that that Night Stalker going there. So they were able to do something against that. Again, harassment on Villet, who is still level 5, but you know, he's got to get level 6 at some point. And then he will have his Ravage. At the same time, I have to say, I mean, I said it earlier as well. Oh, wait a second, diving on Villet, he's already silenced. There's another Nova, Zero Gravity diving in tower. Melif is there as well. Villet, what are you gonna do? Gonna try to do something? No, TPs are gonna come in. Here comes Leshrac. Is he gonna be able to land a stun? That's the question. Yes, he is. Sounds like not gonna hit, but that doesn't matter. Edict is there as well, and that is an Enigma going down. Leshrac picking up the kill. Matrix doing the works. And Zero Gravity running back towards the lane. Gonna be trying to help out. Oh, wow! Ace! Or sorry, Ashe. Ashe. Well, is it Ashe? Tower went down as well, but that tower, one hit, one gush, it's all it took, and the gush is level 2. And that was pretty painful. In the meantime, Queen of Pain, invisibility runes, so we might see him going on something, and he's actually left his lane, picked up his Sonic Wave, and is gonna try to get a kill with that one. He's got a not full mana bar, though. He can only do one thing now. Either a Sonic Wave or a Scream, not both. And that might be painful. That might be something that he wants to wait for. Of course, he has mana boots off cooldown, so if he... Oh, Courier! Courier. Nope, okay. And actually shows himself to, I think this is, yeah, this is the Chen's creep. In the meantime, it's calm again. It's tied until that's level 7. Of course, he got a kill there as well, so extra experience and gold for him. And it is not looking... I mean, I said from the start, mid-game we should be going, in theory, the way of PimPamPoum. And there is still time for it, but we see them roaming around trying to look for kills, though. But not being able to do it just yet. Oh, there we go. They find it, Chen. There's a fade there, though, and it's Zero Gravity that's actually backing off. Reinforcements are incoming as well for Maelstrom. Templar Assassin has her phase boots. Wants to, of course, have that Blink Dagger, of course, as well. Because with that, she'll be able to get some kills. She could try to go for some as well, but I mean, if we go over the lineup for the Dire side, we already saw that Villet is just not that easily gankable purely because he is such a tanky hero. Chen is a fairly easily gankable hero. We've seen that, and I'm not gonna say that much about that one. But there's a Chronosphere lurking around if you want to harass the Faceless Void. Leshrac can throw down a stun and is gonna make sure that he's never all alone, even though he's just walking away from that Faceless Void. And of course, the Invoker can go invisible. So also a hero that is not that easily gankable. And we're gonna see how they're gonna do, because here comes the Night Stalker, lands a Shadow Strike. There will be... Oh, silence is there! There's no Chronosphere, Sonic Wave, and he dies before the silence ends, and it's Night Stalker that picks up the kill. Zero Gravity and Imba Q, making sure that Faceless Void is out of play. At the same time, Faceless Void, I mean, I think he already had his Battle Fury. No, only his Claymore, but still close by. Void landing up on Maelstrom, silence there as well. Leshrac stun gonna hit. Maelstrom still, still died though. Queen of Pain getting the last hit. Shadow Strike up on Matrix. These are the two that would be squishy if gone for, and they are gone for, and they are as good as dead. Zero Gravity picking up that last hit, and the TP in gets cancelled. In the meantime, it's gonna be Versuda that's gonna try to do something here. It's running into two heroes, getting a trap 50% slow, and is not having enough mana to do anything anymore. And his invoke was on cooldown as well. In the meantime, what also happened on the bottom lane was Villet going down, and Sheever threw down a black hole just for that one. So it's now 6 for 3. I mean, they got a nice sucker kill. Chen still got that last hit, but lost 5 of their heroes all over the map, which is basically everybody. In theory, that was a team wipe in a span of 2 minutes, I believe. And that's not really what the cast want to go for. Of course, it is going to be this guy that they have their hopes banked on, and it's just a matter of avoiding giving away kills, avoiding getting ganked. Rather than anything else. TP in again, it's still nighttime. Zero Gravity still having that edge. But he's not going to go straight forward anymore. He's going to find a different route. Which one is he going to find? There's 4 heroes there in that jungle. 4 heroes there for the Russian caster team. And they might looking to push down towers. They could do that. Villet in the meantime still on the bottom lane, trying to get some experience and last hits, even though he can't do anything there. Maybe it would be better off to go with his team to force out a team fight with that Ravage that he has. Phobos, invisible. Seeing everything that happens here, and he's gonna go on Leshrac. There's the melt damage. 1 more hit needed. Not gonna get it just yet though. Silence up on the Invoker. There comes the Faceless Void. We see Leshrac trying to pick up the Templar Assassin. Look at that damage. That's all solo. He might actually be able to get it. Ravage being used because the TP from Villet was in there. Gush lands on Zero Gravity. Phobos is already down, and Zero Gravity getting slowed. Has Face Boots though. Can't use them again now. Is gonna try to get away. Should be able to get away at the same time. Sunstrike not gonna hit there anymore. Chronosphere is gonna try to get Shiva, gets Shiva as well. And it's Queen of Pain that is gonna be able to blink away, leaving Zero Gravity alone. There's no mana for a Gush though. No slow. Zero Gravity actually pops Darkness to be able to get away from that one. And that was a team fight won by the Russian caster team. They're playing 5-man Dota right now. And successfully so. And able to pick up the Templar Assassin, probably the most important thing, because she is at the time now that she wants to get those skills, and she needs those skills. Void up on Maelstrom, doesn't have a mana for Hand of God, so has to just continue walking until he's out of there. And blink in though, still melt damage going on, wants to go for the Chen, 1 more hit needed, will be able to get it, no, gets slowed, has to back off, has to try a different route. Queen of Pain screaming in there, wants to go for a Casper, but is not able to get it either. Villet, I mean, they're really making sure that everybody gets home safely. Maybe Villet will take the fall for this one, but if so, he's done a good job of making sure that the rest of the team is going to be home safe, and that is an easy sacrifice for, well, worthy sacrifice for what seemed to look like impending doom from the Templar Assassin. I mean, Chen didn't die, Faceless Void didn't die. And Invoker didn't die, so cannot really hope for more. In the meantime, Matrix is trying to get some farm in this middle lane. I'm actually going to put up net worth here so you see a bit more clear what's going on now with all the kills and stuff as well. Gold-wise, that is, obviously. Templar Assassin still highest up there, so that's also why that kill on her was so important. Sunstrike is not going to hit up on Ashe. Close though. Tower will drop. It's the second tower going down on the side of the Dire, and no towers down yet on the side of the Radiant. And Imberq is gonna build towards an Aghanim Scepter, making sure that he can throw out his ultimate every 70 seconds, or at some point 70 seconds, and that's the last tier 1 tower for the Russian caster team that is down. Enigma getting the last hit from that. I mean, we haven't seen that much yet of Enigma. Enigma has died twice so far. Was able to pick up a kill on Villet, of course, in that bottom lane using that black hole. But since then, I mean, he's really been really quiet. He's going for a BKB. Picked up an overclock for that one. And we're gonna see how he's gonna continue doing, if he's gonna be going for a Blink Dagger afterwards or for Mechanism, because normally it's either one of the two, but it's actually Lich that's building a Mechanism, so maybe we're gonna see Blink Dagger at some point, as we see Phobos taking a lot of damage from that tower. And there was a Chen as well as an Invoker trying to get that kill, but not able to do it. Not able to do it, and he is gonna be fine. Pops himself, and is actually gonna be going for that Leshrac there. Leshrac lands a stun. Is he gonna be able to get away? He's gonna get sent home. Hand of God's going through as well. Looks like Phobos is not gonna get lucky today. And Leshrac is home safe. And this Villa is still farming, going for the level 2 ramp ravage. If you can get it. He's being left alone. So far, he's being left alone. I mean, the only one close by is Zero Gravity, and it's daytime, so he's not as dangerous as normal. And we see PimPamPoum. I mean, their lineup really requires them to try and look for these pickups, look for these kills. That's what they're doing right now. But they're missing out on some golden experience that the dice side is getting. Whoa, Maelstrom in some trouble here. Can't do anything against this one, and he will drop. The Shrek thinking about coming close by, not able to do so though. Faces Void, getting him out of fist, just harassment. And time walks away, time lapses away. Still has a Chronosphere should something go wrong. In the meantime, I mean, these tier 2 towers are gonna be what it's gonna be for PimPamPoum. If they can't get ganks, they need to get that.
Dire's top tower
They need
is
to
under
get
attack.
those towers, get that advantage. Because late game against the Faceless Void, if they get put inside the Chronosphere, there's no hope there. And Faceless Void did finish his Battle Fury. He actually went Battle Fury before anything else, as in he doesn't have boots or threads. Normally you would expect them to still expect the Faceless Void. Oh wow, Ash. That was a bit weird, Villa. Where are you gonna go? Taking a lot of damage. Queen of Pain just blinking in, and it's still Enigma that gets the last hit, but the stream was there to help that out. Test of Fate, just harassment. Zero Gravity also looking for something. He popped his darkness, his nighttime. Matrix gonna get slowed, gonna get silenced, gonna be sent home. Will be in time though. Burst damage going through, and Queen of Pain picks him off. Chen is in trouble, will drop here as well as Night Stalker picks up the last hit. One for each. One for Queen of Pain, one for the Night Stalker kill-wise. Stuff cup.
Is under attack.
Oh. Yeah, and it looks like that this tier 2 will definitely drop as well. I mean, Faceless Boy is just not ready yet to join the big crowds. He needs more farm, and he's trying to get it as well. I mean, but in the meantime, when we look at the gold, it's now over 10k in favor of the of the Radiant side with the with the experience graph. Wait, why? With the experience graph, that's the experience graph, over 12k, and that is pretty painful right now. And they could still get on top of it, but they need to start being able to defend their towers, stop the kills from going on. And actually, having said that, it's not that many kills just yet. Actually, 17 kills in a game. Oh, Leshrek's still hit. Zero Gravity and some trouble here. Gonna take Edict damage and will probably die. There he goes. It's gonna be Ash that's gonna be taken care of here as well. He can't do anything against this one. Leshrek picking up the kill. And here comes Sheever. Probably wanted to throw down a black hole, but not gonna be able to do that. And it's gonna get put inside a Chronosphere. Gets taken out. Cool Snap going on the Queen of Pain. What is she gonna do? Where is she gonna go? Leshrek is not gonna be able to be picked up again, but Villa is, and he drops. And it's gonna be Maelstrom that's gonna be on the run here. And Leshrek was the one that got sent home, by the way, so no place for Villa there. And there goes Maelstrom. Q doing the works here. Faces Void getting slowed, but he's not gonna chase that one. Too far out. But I was gonna say, like, this is a match between mostly Russian people versus Russian people. I say Russian, but I also mean, of course, Ukrainian, etc. So no offense meant there. But normally it's like Russian Dota should be a lot of kills and a lot of arena style stuff. But I mean, it's just 22 kills in 90 minutes, and yes, it's a kill per minute at least, so that's nice.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, not as much as you might be expecting. Blink in, Leshrek, stun misses, one more right click needed, and Phobos gets the kill. He is quite squishy there still though, but has a regen rune, so he's quite happy to use that as soon as the creeps are off his back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meantime, middle tower tier 2 getting harassed here. There are 2 people here from PimPamPoum. And the Russian casters, I mean, they need to do something to defend their towers and to make sure that this guy continuously gets free from. And to be fair, he's been getting free from. That's the thing that PimPamPoum kind of counts on. They're counting on this guy farming, so not being there for fights or there to save his teammates. Because the last time we saw him use his Chronosphere, you saw him saving his teammates, he was actually able to do that. So they're just happy to let him free farm. Actually, having said that, here comes the TPs, and again Queen of Pain coming in. We also have the Night Stalker coming in, as well as the Enigma coming in from the side. But they find nothing. They come too late. Of course, they still want to defend their towers by the looks of it, but it's gonna be Casper that's just gonna be able to farm here happily, freely. There's not too worried about that. There's no creeps there, Casper. Don't block your own creep spawn. No. Good boy. He did it with those, though. But those actually came back up on there. Anyway, 4 heroes here. From PimPamPoum, the only one that they're missing is the Templar Assassin, who is actually around here, or around the top lane. But tier 2 tower getting pressured. And there's gonna be a jump up on Villet. He cannot do anything against this, and he drops. Maelstrom, Hand of God, not there. And Mechanism not there as well. Staff Cup.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This time we didn't. Oh, the previous time we probably mistyped. Staff Cup, Staff Cup. I mean, of course. I mean, if you consider, I mean, it was specifically said that it was a Staff Cup. I know pro players were allowed, and of course, for example, Tobias. I mean, Cinderin is a caster, co-caster for me. Can he join? And then the answer was no, because no pro players allowed. At the same time, we have here a team with both ImbaQ, which is definitely a professional player, even though Dota 1, and DK Phobos, even though also being a staff member, also a professional player. So there are professional players in this tournament still. That is gonna be the case, and it's gonna be TA picking up the Aegis as if she wasn't hard enough to kill already. Well, actually, having said that, she wasn't that hard to kill. It's just that she killed you before you killed her. And she got herself a Desolator, by the way. I mean, if you look at the items for a little more, we have Enigma finishing up his BKB. We shot the Vanguard on the Night Stalker already. We have Queen of Pain, Aghanim's complete. Picked up a Void Stone, probably going for a Sheep Stick. Lich still building towards a Mechanism. And it's gonna be Mechanism also for Chen, still not done just yet, but apart from the Battle Fury up on the Faceless Void, that's about all the big items that they really have. And that's of course massive difference with the towers as well. I mean, there's 6 towers down for the Radiant team, as in favor of the Radiant team, but no towers down on the Radiant team side themselves. So that is a lot of gold waiting to be left picked up for the English caster team if they manage to get there. And having said that, Shrek is of course one of those heroes that could potentially take down those towers very fast. But it's just a question of if they are actually going to be able to do that. If they're going to be able to get to those towers. In the meantime, Zero Gravity just decides, you know what, let's see what happens if I attack this tower. Will they come? Philip wants to come. I mean, he still has that Ravage, but he knows as soon as he walks in there, he is not going to be able to get off a Ravage. That's one. Either he dies or everybody moves back. That's basically the options that he has. And it's very hard to really do that. Of course, as soon as you start walking in, everybody will know what you're attempting to do. Silence, Philad cannot do anything. Hand of God not helping either. Lich Ultimate bouncing through, deafening blast, Sonic Wave, there's a black hole catching the Faceless Void. Faceless Void drop, the only one left alive is Invoker, who also dies. And is the GG well played. Triple kill for the wicked sick Phobos. And Villain once again saying Staff Cup, because once again, this is a Staff Cup. But it's not over just yet. It is not over just yet. The Russian casters will be taking on the well, either Ghost of Gamers crew or the 4PL staff, depending on which one has won their tournament, their game that was played or started playing at the same time as ours. Good luck. Just better pick.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And there will of course be a part of this one as well. Oh, Chronosphere. And there goes the Night Stalker. Actually, Ravage being used. He used it. He might still be able to get it. Anchors my Sonic Wave going through, but doesn't kill off Village just yet. He still has a lot of mana. Gush will be happening soon. Enigma. Gush. No. Gush. ImbaQ. Don't do it. Oh. First Ravage. Was that actually the first Ravage? I don't think so. Was it? Can't remember. I think I saw. Oh, Invoker. Invisible at the right time. Take a look at the score. You still get to. But yeah, ImbaQ 9 for 0, Templar Assassin 9 for 1, and those two were just owning the place. To be fair, And it is a staff cup.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
But it will still be another game coming up soon, and of course we don't have any early disconnection outs. They're really wanting to fight this until the last breath. They want to make sure that they are not the ones to oh. Our son is just better. The Shrek gonna be. Oh, no. Oh! No. No kill for you, Phobos. Oh, but kills for ImbaQ. Melt damage, Villa. No! Again. The Shreks are still hitting up on DK, but nobody else to follow it up on. And these two are the only ones left alive again. Queen of Pain actually buying a Yules.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And misses. Oh, 1-on-1 fight, 1-on-2 fight. Sheever holding his ground. No, now goes down. Leshrac picking it up. Sonic Wave obliterates the HP from the Leshrac, and Phobos picking up the kill. Beyond godlike with a double kill. 13 for 1. Like, he actually died once. Of course, that we saw that being picked up with help of Leshrac there on the top lane earlier. Start of the game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And there goes the tier 4s. There's no saving that one. No saving that one either. Well, Timeless will save him. Staff Cup. It is a Staff Cup. For the win. It's nice though. I mean, it's nice to see the people that you normally see like talking, able to see what they got in store for us. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. ImbaQ. Level 19 versus level 10. Pick on somebody of your own size.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Oh. There. Third explodes. So it will mean that the winners bracket will be the playing floor for PimPamPoum, and the losers bracket will be the floor for the Russian casters, who will be going up against either 4PL or Ghost Gamers. Not sure just which yet, but I might find out shortly. So, well, yeah. Stay tuned for more Dota 2 action, I think, yeah. And, don't go anywhere. Oh, and subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. Thank you. Later. Hi. I'm gonna give you music, and I'm gonna find out if it's actually gonna be a next match that we have now, or if we're rather gonna see EG versus Sconas Elite. We'll see in a second. Here's music anyway. And the reason why I'm on owned is because Twitch didn't work today because, or at least not just now, because of the League of Legends World Championships.
I should know who I am by now. I want the record stand somehow, thinking of winter.
Oh, I'm actually gonna turn on Twitch. Going to turn on Twitch TV.